Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Strategy is a planning to interact in such a manner that we resolve the problems. We don't solve the problems. Problems can never be solved. But problems can be dissolved. That ability to plan and interact in a given situation is called a strategy. Now the strategy being this, it is not necessary that every strategy is successful. Okay? Because those who are planning and those on whom planning is imposed, that also matters. So from Mahabharata and our day-to-day life, let us try to see that our life is strategic. All the time, we are planning something or the other. For example, a young boy, educated, good job, good business, healthy. Now he plans his life. Let me get married. It is not a strategy, it is a tragedy. Because in this world there are only two types of people. Those who are married and those who are happy. And if somebody wants to be married and also happy, there is no strategy except Bhagavan Sri Krishna. See? So we may plan, we may have good strategy planned from our end, but is it successful or not? So let us take few examples. How we plan something but happens something. See? Let's start from our Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the very heart of my heart. Therefore I start with that. Here we come across many strategies. The first strategy is the one which is planned by Dhritarashtra against Pandavas. If you have studied Mahabharata, before the Mahabharata war scenario comes, there is an event. And the event is when it was decided that tomorrow the war has to begin, like one day international, it was 18 days. So it was decided, the shrewd politician that Dhritarashtra was, he sent his friend or a subordinate, Sanjay, to the camps of Pandavas, a strategy. And after having said there, he taught him what to know. And when Sanjay was there, all the five brothers and Bhagavan Krishna, they were having an espresso coffee. Earlier, Bhagavan Krishna used to like tea. Bhagavad Gita many message comes. Sarvasya chaham vidhangleshta. So, when I said in one of my lectures like this thing, one serious branded person came and said, Swami, don't make jokes out of Bhagavad Gita. I said, why not make? They are what they are. If you can discover 108 jokes in Bhagavad Gita, then you have the darshan of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. If you cannot discover the jokes in Bhagavad Gita, you are dumb. So, how do you say that Bhagavan Krishna was taking tea, sarvasya chaham? What is the authority? I said, okay, don't become angry first. You are getting over a cup of tea. Don't become angry. Then I told him, how many wives Bhagavan Krishna had these 16,100 girls were captivated by the then king, and he had taken a vow that I will have 100,000 of them, and then I will have a mega marriage event of the world. So he was collecting, and in this manner, 16,100 were collected. When Bhagavan Krishna came to know, he said, how come he does this thing? This is my choice. So he had. And when they were released from the captivity, then Bhagavan said, now go to your home. They said, who will accept us at home? Why did you release us? Now you get married to us. Bhagavan said, never went Raja. Now imagine, the one who has 16,100 wives from Assam, can he go without tea? Even in his water for taking bath, he must be adding tea. So Bhagavan Krishna, along with Pandavas, he was sitting and planning strategy for the next day. In between Sanjay happens and tells that, dear friends, I am sent by your uncle. See, this Mahabharat story, it is not imaginary. It has happened in the past, it is happening today also. Mahamaka Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. See, my son and my brother's son. See, you can see the political scenario. My daughter and my brother's son are the scenario. This is how the Mahabharata is happening every day. So Sanjay was sent, and Sanjay said, your uncle has sent me just to talk to you that my children are gone case. They are very bad, but you are good. And therefore, don't fight this war. In this war, there will be a chaos. Our own people will be killed. And you have the capacity that you can go to any place and create a new kingdom. Therefore, please withdraw from this war. It is in the interest of our family, in the interest of everyone. Strategy was planned. See? And out of these 5 brothers, what happened to all of them, one by one, the effect of the strategy? When this happened, then Bhagavan's first strategy, Bhagavan told Sanjay and to others, dear Pandavas, yes, you love me. Now suppose I ask you this question, dear Angavanis, do you love me? Will you dare say no? At least for the formality, say okay, yeah. In the same manner, when Bhagavan Krishna asked Pandavas that I will talk on your behalf, is it okay? Now how can they say no? So Bhagavan said, I will talk on your behalf, and he said, look here, go and tell your boss, Dhritarashtra, that this war will take place, you can go and do whatever you like. And go immediately out. He was sent out. Thereafter, he did not allow strategy. He did not allow the Pandavas to discuss this point. Unwanted discussions are the real problem of life. I was telling today, Kaka, I was in China and one girl was conducting me. After 2-3 days, she became a good friend. I said, hey, I want to ask you one question if you don't mind. She said, no, Swami, you can ask. Now, no, I have got good rapport with you, and you are a different type of person, not the usual business people who come here and try to loot. What is that? I said, my question is, you are not allowed to talk on political issues. And we in India, we can talk on politics. So what is your opinion about it? He said, very simple. We suffer silently, you suffer vocally. In this world, Sanjay, as a messenger of Dhritarashtra, a well-wisher, he did allow them to discuss. And immediately, Tafiya, go to your respective tents. So they went. Now the effect of this strategy, two strategies. One planned by Dhritarashtra, other planned by Bhagwan Krishna. So when Dhritarashtra planned it, what was the impact of this so-called satsanga? Narad Bhakti Sutra is, Dusangaha sarvativa tyajya. One should not get into wrong company. Wrong company is that company which will sap away, take away the vitals of your life called as Shraddha or faith. That is Dusanga. So we should not practice that. So what happened? First, Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was very simple. First, he was a great management expert. First, plan the work and then work the plan. Don't get worked up. Therefore, Yudhishthira had no problem. So the strategy of Dhritarashtra failed on the eldest brother. The second one was Bhima. When Punjabi Sandari was asked, do you know who are the children of Pandu and what are their names? Hanji, se jante? What is that? एक से का पेरू, एक होरसी तो एक होरसी और दो होरसी. So Bhim was very clear, no doubt. He had a clear plan in his mind, like opening a fridge. He wanted to open the chest of Duryodhana and take out a bottle of Coca-Cola, like take out the heart and drink. And he did it in Mahabharat. You read it. He did it. To such a committed person, nobody can confuse. Management, as somebody was telling here, management is a simple technique of either convince or confuse. When you are confused, then you start getting convinced. I think he was better than me because he confused me. This is how management people do. Actually, management is a myth. Mismanagement is the truth. So, Bhima would not be confused by the strategy of the Dhritarashtra. The two over. No, the youngest two, Nakula Sahadev. They were the most intelligent in the whole lot. You know why they were intelligent? Because they had very clear understanding. Never be a leader if you want to be happy. Be always a follower. See how simple it is. Now I go to a new place. So when I go, I don't think what should be the type of bed, whether should be AC there or DC there, or what should be the food, how the clothes should be washed, how they should be ironed and given. I don't think. She is thinking. Why should I think? It is her problem. Now go one step further. Don't think what you have to do. Let the people decide. Here, people very tell, Swami, this is Suru ho gaya. Otherwise, we become very serious. We are going to talk on Indian wisdom, even the boredom of management. So, Nakula Sahadev, they were very, very intelligent. They said, we are the followers of our eldest brother. Whatever he will just come and relax. A follower can relax. A leader is always tense. So he has to worry about what will happen to the result. Who cares? So they did not bother. So strategy of Dhritarashtra failed on the Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadev. Arjun Singh. See? And what was Arjun Singh doing? He started thinking in that area where it was not required. When it is not required to think, why do we think? See, once I went to Kavadham Runavada many years before, and I had those cassettes were there, CDs are not there. So there were about 72 talks I had delivered on Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So it was a big bag, and Dr. Sharma, he said, Swami, I want to hear your Patanjali, so kindly give me the cassette. I said, okay. So I packed him, and one student was going. I said, yeah, I'm in a hurry, and hand it over to Dr. Sharma. And my car was getting turned, and I was watching that boy. He went to his hostel. I said, why are you hostel? I told you to give it to Dr. Sharma. Go to his house. No, I thought that he may not be there. I said, who asked him to think? Don't unnecessarily think. And without understanding this principle, we seek for meditation. Yoga, Chaturthi, Yoga. And what is that? It is silent suffering collectively in darkness. Meditation. All those who are doing this meditation, they are giving. Let them put their hand on their heart, not somebody else's heart. And tell that really their mind attains freedom from thoughts. It is just a bluff. Don't get carried away by that. See? As long as you are there, thoughts will be there. In the deep sleep, you are not there. Therefore, there are no thoughts. And when there are no thoughts, not only you are happy, others are also happy. So, Arjuna started thinking, really was not required. And if you read that earlier portion, and the argument given by Arjuna to Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the first chapter are the verses bodily lifted by Arjuna. And he started teaching Dharma Shastra to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. As if that cowherd boy, what he can understand about Dharma. See, friends. So the strategy of Dhritarashtra was employed on the 5 of them. Out of the 5, on 4 it failed. But on Arjuna it became activated. Now what is the reason? The reason is the 4 did not think unnecessarily. Because our Sri Krishna told us, now don't bother, go and sleep. In the same manner, those who can come to satsang and sleep, they are happiest. Last time I told you, I remember, right in front in Bombay it happened. 2 persons were sitting next to each other. One was the recipient of Kumbhakarna and another was the recipient of Dhanlaw. So this Kumbhakarna was sleeping on the Dhanlaw. And after few minutes, naturally, although it is a pillow, but it's tiresome. So he wanted to move. But Kumbhakarna was born. He put a hand around the pillow. And when the lecture was over, Kumbhakarna came, Swami, you are awesome. Why is it awesome? Because he could sleep. And when the Kumbhakarna went, then this developed him. Swami, when you saw him, he was sleeping. Why did you wake him up? I said, look here, be cool first. What for you have come here? For becoming miserable? He said, no, for becoming happy. I said, he became. All those who go to satsang and sleep, they are the real satsang. Arjuna started thinking unwanted. Really, we are good people. These are the words used by Sanjay. Dhritarashtra said to Sanjay, my children are bad, they don't listen to me. I am head of my kids. But you are good. See? And the same word Arjuna uses. See? Prapashanti, we are the one who are wise. And Dhritarashtra's children, Durbuddhehe, they are bad people. See? And therefore, he became absolutely confused and confounded. See, friends, strategy of Dhritarashtra was perfectly applied on Arjuna. But fortunately, he had Bhagavan Krishna at his disposal. We also have Gita mein Hridayam Partha, Bhagavan says, if you study Bhagavad Gita, you lose your freedom to be miserable. In one place, today I was talking in Chang. What is it, Changla? Changla, yes. So I told here, I heard that word for the first time. 2-3 times, Changla. I said, remember, Changla is a masculine word. And the airport in Singapore is Changi. So if the Changi is beautiful, why not the Changla be handsome? Changla. So, when we are interacting in a given situation, how we interact, that is important. And this is what Bhagavad Gita tells us very easily. There is not a single problem of life which is not addressed in Bhagavad Gita. Every problem you take, it is dealt with very effectively. So, the strategy that Bhagavan Krishna tried, now on Arjuna again. Out of that arrogance when Arjuna says that Hey Achyuta means the one who never fails and falls is Achyuta. So he had full faith in the Lord. Take my chariot between the two armies. Now here is strategy of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Be very attentive. There was a choice and freedom for Bhagavan Sri Krishna to take the chariot anywhere in front of anyone. So he was a traveler. Imagine, if the chariot was taken and placed in front of Duryodhana, Dushyasan, will Arjuna get confused? He will not get. Because he came with vengeance, just to kill them. But what Bhagavan Krishna did? Bhishma Drona Pramadaha Sarvesham cha Mekshitam Uvacha Pata Pashaitan Samavetan Gururiti. Of all the people on the battlefield, Bhagavan Sri Krishna brought the chariot in front of Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya. What was the need? See? And when this happened, then management confused. Arjuna got confused. And when a person is confused, though they don't even listen to you. Strategy. And when Arjuna was confused, and his confusion was tremendous, he became so confused that Siddhanti Mamatrani Mukam Chaparishishyate Vepatushta Sharire Me Rohashashayate Gandivam Samsate Hasta Tvapchaiva Parirayate. And he started getting confused, frustrated. And when he became confused and frustrated, Bhagavan Sri Krishna was enjoying with a chewing gum in my mouth. Those who can chew the gum, Hindi wala gum, they are only Bhagavan Krishna's devotee. Otherwise, Amari ke kya kare? As a people don't die also. Bhagavan Krishna brought the chariot in front of Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya. Arjuna was completely confused. And to introduce confusion, Bhagavan Krishna used words. Samanetan kurun iti pashyapartha. Hey Arjun, do you know with whom you have to fight? You don't have to fight with the enemies. Fighting with enemies is very easy. Fighting with those who pretend to be near and dear and live as the enemies inside, to fight with them is really difficult. See? So what Bhagavan said, you may be called as Pandavas, but basically you are also a Kaurava. Kuru, Kurotpanna Kaurava. All of them belong to the same one. See? So you are going to fight not with the enemies, but with your own people, and among them, the teacher who taught you how to hold the bow, how to flip the string, how to pull it and shoot at the target, Dronacharya, with him you have to fight, and Bhishmacharya, your most beloved granddad, with him you have to fight. And when this confusion was further confounded, Arjuna was completely paralyzed. And when he was paralyzed, Bhagavan Krishna said, thought himself, come on, homeopathy lagu hoye. Homeopathy technique, when the medicine is effective, it starts aggravating the case. And when the case becomes aggravated, the homeopathy doctor is very happy. Acha, lag gaya. You know the technique of homeopathy? Homeopathy technique is higher the potency, lesser is the quantity of medicine in that particular dose. That is the principle. They take 1 drop of medicine and then dilute it with 1,000 drops of medicine, and then again they take 1 drop from the diluted one, again dilute it with the 10,000 drops of water, and again from that they take 1 drop of that diluted medicine, like and then that also is mixed with the 100,000 drops of water, and it becomes so diluted that by any chemical technique you cannot establish how much medicine is left there. And then they bring it to the level of the atomic breakdown of the molecules, and that becomes very effective. Friends, exactly this is what is the strategy followed by Bhagavan Krishna if we want to be effective and with high potency. When one Mohandas Karamchand was standing and going on fast, the whole world was listening to him. Now, another one stands for the same purpose, the same way, and nothing happens. Because the strategy was wrong. See? If our Mahatma Gandhi had to deal with the then Taliban, his satyagraha would have totally failed. He was dealing with gentlemen. Therefore, it was successful. The same thing was tried today in our gentleman. You go fast to deal with the criminals. It's a wrong strategy. These friends, everywhere, same thing cannot be applied. You have to see the disease. Whether it requires amputation, cut it. You know, when you have got a gangrene, don't try to improve the gangrene by applying medicine. It cannot be. Friends. Therefore, when we are applying the strategy, it must have the right place, the right way to apply. Otherwise, it will be a total failure. So when Bhagavan Sri Krishna brought this point before Arjuna. You are miserable because you are very strong I. How can I kill my grandfather? Katham Bhishmavaham Sankhe Dronam Chamadasudana. How can I kill my guru? Means what? It is your grandfather and your guru, I don't know. So the problem is neither killing, nor grandfather, nor the guru. The problem is my guru, my grandfather. See today friends, the whole country, this is exactly what is happening. How much I can get out of this? Okay? Yesterday somebody asked me this question while driving. Swami, I don't understand. What is this gate? Coal gate, urea gate, water gate, fodder gate. See? What is that? Acid per gate. You can do nothing other way. Don't waste your time on this thing. But what is your opinion about all this corruption? I said, if I get chance, I will also do the same. Therefore, friends, our strategy should be such that we live in this world under the given situation effectively, creatively, and more dynamic. That should be the way. Otherwise, we keep on complaining. The conditions are bad, and the country is going to the down. What will happen? Why worry? Have you created the country? No. Relax. And if you want to do something, jump into politics. It's not that, you take a cup of tea and samosa and discuss and lose the taste of samosa and go to the state. Therefore, when Arjuna was faced with this challenge, that the challenge is not somewhere outside, it is within. And within the challenge is, I am doing something. So what Bhagavan Krishna did in his strategy? He explained everything to Arjuna. And when Bhagavan Krishna was explaining, Arjuna was listening because he was in the most confused state. If you are not confused, you will not listen. You are all listening? And you know, listening, then you will see what happened exactly. What Bhagavan Krishna did was only one simple technique, strategy again. Change the line of thinking. If you allow the same line of thinking, argument, logic, you will get lost. Vado na avaramya. Never take refuge in arguments in life. So what Bhagavan Krishna did, first of all, the strategy Sri Krishna followed was, you have to give the medicine according to the disease. In Ramcharitmanas it comes, Kagahi jane kagaki bhasha. When the Garuda was confused, and then he was told to go and listen from Ka. So Parvati said, he came all the way to ask you a question. Why did you send him to Ka? Why did you take? And you told him lies, then you have got a meeting. You have no meeting, I know. So that time Lord Shiva says, listen here, he is a Garuda. He will not understand my language. Therefore, Kagahi jane kagaki bhasha. I said to Ka, they will get better confused than me. In the same manner, Bhagavan Krishna has to talk the language which Arjuna can understand. A confused, deluded fool cannot understand the language of wisdom. Then what is to be done? Give him one blow. And what was the blow? Bhagavan said, Klaimyam partha na etat tvai govardhate. Don't yield to impotency. Imagine, A person, warrior, one known of his time, he is addressed that you are important. How much reaction it must have gone through Arjuna. And exactly this is required. This is how we change the channel of our thinking. Never go on discussing. This is one of the simplest techniques which I have followed in my life. Many times people ask all kinds of questions, so I keep on bluffing. Yeah, I am a follower of Bhagavan Krishna, therefore I don't feel bad when I bluff. But he also bluffed the whole thing in his life. So if I am his follower, I also must bluff. This is what I was thinking earlier. But now I come to know, it's not I bluff, you bluff, as if you are listening. So, Arjuna, when he was confused, he was told you are important. And that thing has created a reaction in his mind. How do you call me important? Now war has disappeared. The situation has disappeared. Now the focus has come on I. Claim master. Change the focus. Many times we come to know that the problems are because of the wrong focal length. See, problems are neither in the world nor in the eyes, but they are in the focal length. If we can change the focus of our life, we can see that many problems are dissolved. Because what is worry? Worry is an attempt to solve the non-existing problems. That's what is worry. Once I was going to Badrinath, next to me one NRI was sitting. But there are different types of NRIs. The American NRIs are highest standard. So, that she was a doctor. Comedy, you should sit with me and explain everything. I said, okay, he said. And the bus was going. I said, this is free, this is water, this is water. Swami, you are making fool of me. I said, no, Mama, I don't require that. At least you understood English. If you laugh, she didn't understand. Thank God. After some time, when we went up, then she looked down. Swami, can we change the seat? I said, we can change the seat. We change. Suppose our bus goes down, I didn't reply. Again, Hamidi, you are not replying. Suppose our bus goes down, again I didn't reply. Third time she got Hamidi. Americans think the whole world owes them all answers. So third time again, Hamidi, you are not answering my question. I said, Mama, there is no need, let it go there. So Arjuna's condition was, I. Come out of that I and focus attention on the total scenario of life. And thereafter the teacher starts saying, you think that people will be killed. Even if you don't want, they will be killed. See? There is misery in life. When there is no misery, whenever you come in contact with the objects and the sense organs, there is either joy or sorrows. There is no thought experience. And any experience, Matra Sparshasu Mamteya, Shikoshna Sudukala, Agama Apaina Anityan Dhartikshasu Bharata. So, any experience which is the result of the two factors coming together, sense organs and the mind, and the sense objects, there will be either joy or sorrows. But one factor is common. Every experience begins in time, remains for some time, and ends after some time. Therefore, every experience is temporary. For the temporary experience, becoming permanently miserable is not the way of the wise. See? Like the lecture began. It will continue some time and it will definitely end. Thank God. That is why the lecture is what people clap, not for the lecture. endured. No, 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 no. What cannot be endured must not be endured, but must be enjoyed. Conversion of endurance into enjoyment is the creed of Bhagavad Gita. Unless we take this attitude, our life will be the most miserable. Therefore, take every situation as an excuse to be happy. See? And for that, what is required is only wisdom. But what Arjuna did, he spoke wisdom, he did not live wisdom. Bhagavan also said the same thing, that Prajnavada, you are talking like a wise man, meaning you are otherwise. That's what I told you, there are 108 books in Bhagavad Gita. You find them all. See, Gatasura Nano Shojanti Panditaha. Wise are those who do not become miserable. And you are becoming miserable and talking like a wise. In fact, you are otherwise. And when these words started interacting with the mind of Arjuna, his thought process started changing. And then, when Bhagavan saw that he is listening properly, then he gave the highest wisdom. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता मानभूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. And you are not understood, he also didn't understand. But as you heard, because something is a sanskrit, must be good. Bhagavan Shankaracharya very clearly said, संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं रक्षते दुःखरूप कर रहे हैं. It doesn't matter what language you talk, what you talk is important. Therefore, one person in Lonavala camp, we have got an annual camp every year, last 6 days of the year, from 25th December to 31st, 30th. We call it Ananda Mangal camp. And in that camp, who are those who can come? Those people ask me, I say, wrote down. Bacche can come. Second thing, Baal Bacche can come. Third thing, Baal Bacche can come. And fourth thing, Bacche can come. And what is this? We won't understand. Bacche means Bacche. Baal Bacche means Grahastha. So Brahmacharis can come, Grahastha can come. Baal Bacche, Vanaprastha can come. And Bacche, Sannyasi can come. And in that camp, we have only one principle. Okay? Live at a zero complaint level. And in one of the theme was time pass. Life is a time pass. Whenever you lead life at a time pass, I is not born. Okay? When we are seeing the drama we don't see to achieve anything. Okay? आप क्या करें one day nothing to do, चलो ड्रामा देखते हैं. Like here you have. And whenever time pass principle is accepted, I is not created. Because in that time pass principle, things appear to be happening, but in fact nothing happens. So when Bhagavan Sri Krishna gave this technique, and Arjuna did not understand anything, and when he became little confused, where is this war, the grandfather, the guru, and where from this Atma has come? I know only sage Atma. He probably know Mahatma, what is this Paramatma? And na jayate, na mriyate, sab mar rahe, no mriyate, how is possible? He was extremely confused. A confused man can be very focal. He can. That time, Bhagavan Krishna's strategy, he gave him that advice. Karmanyevadhikaraste mahapadeshu kadachana ma karma phala hetu ma te sangaha astu akarmani. Then he gave this. And then Arjuna heard this. Then started thinking how it can be done. Hereafter, Bhagavan simply uses the word buddhi, intellect, 8 times. And his strategy, very clear terms. Yada de moha kalilam buddhi vyati talishati tada gandasi nirvedam shrotam vyasya shrotasya. You have heard so much that you are extremely confused. Ganga गई तो गंगा दास, जमुना गई तो यमुना दास, घर आ गई तो देवदास. He has no stability, friend. Therefore, yadate moha kalilam, you are in the mud of confusion. When this confusion disappears from your mind, then only you will be at peace with yourself. And a person who is at peace with himself, he alone can be successful in the world. But we are so confused, so confused. And to that confusion, when it comes in our life, understand it is a blessing in disguise. Like Kabir ji says, dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. If everything is goody, nobody will come here. When something happens, Swamiji, I never expected after marriage, these things are like that. No, what should I do? Jaun to jaun kahan? AMA provides the facilities for every kind of patient. Therefore, this Arjuna's condition was created by Bhagavan as a strategy. Had he not brought the chariot in front of Dronacharya and Bhishmacharya, Bhagavad Gita would never have come out. See, friends. And another most important thing, what Mahabharata tells in the strategy, that although everything was explained by the Lord, see the total topics discussed by the Lord. One of the topic is, first of all, if you are committed to what you are doing, there are no difficulties. Those who find difficulties, they lack commitment. See, when our attention from the goal is deflected, thereafter whatever we see is under obstacle or difficulty. But if you are committed to the goal, then there are no difficulties. So, commitment is the first thing that we have to practice as the foundation of our life. This was the first thing told by the Lord. The second thing, when we are committed, but that time I should not be born. This is what happens with all those who are very sincere people. They are very hardworking, everything, but their eye starts becoming fatter and fatter. Stronger the eye, more chances of becoming miserable. Stronger the eye, more miserable you are. Weaker the eye, less miserable you are. God has no ego, He is all Paramananda. But people will be working hard, doing everything and miserable. Who asks you? So how to come out of it? This is what again Bhagavan's strategy, he tells very clearly terms that यज्ञार्थ कर्मणो नेत्र लोको यम कर्म बंधना तदर्थम कर्म बोधेय मुक्त संग समाचार. Hey Arjun, live in such a manner that remember, world doesn't need you. It is your need that you are doing anything in life. And when we understand this principle, that it is our need that we do something in life, we cannot be arrogant. Say, take your own examples. When you go through the immigration in any country, and in front of you, suppose there is some of the passenger who was going through, and there was some hassle with the immigration officer, and then the police was called, and the whole thing is big tension, and then you are standing there in the queue, and then you are praying and saying, oh God, let me not go to the immigration officer. because immigration officer and that country doesn't need you. It is your need. Then you have to enter that country. You cannot be arrogant. Apply this principle in life. I cannot be born. So whatever we are doing, please remember this. World does not need us. It is our need. When we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we will leave this world, there will be no lacuna. If you don't believe, try. So when our presence and absence makes no difference, what arrogant we are. I have done this thing for the world. And that is where we start suffering in life. See? Therefore, the word is never help anybody. If we have to serve, when you serve, you are a servant. And servant is who? He who is instant proof. Suppose our new Amma is my boss and I am her servant. So who is the boss? Tries to show off one's greatness by shouting at the servants. So all of you have come. You will say, hey, Hallelujah. These servants are so useless these days, you know. They don't do the work properly. So when I am insulted by bad words, none of you will feel that the servant is insulted. But suppose I reply back and I said, Amma, kitna pani piti ho, tanker ho gaya? If I reply back, then it is insult, is it not? Those who feel insulted in life, they have become the masters, remain as the servant of this world. May sevata sacharacara rupa Swami Bhagavan. See friends, very simple techniques. And these techniques, when you apply in our life, then only life becomes beautiful. Okay. After this was given, then the teacher goes further and tells, discipline cannot be introduced by love. Discipline can be introduced by the rod of fear. Okay. Like many people ask this question. When we go to Singapore, our Indians behave properly. They don't jump the red light, this thing, that thing. But the same Indians, when they come to India, particularly our Ahmedabad. In the Ahmedabad, you know that operator driver, if he has to show the right direction, he doesn't take out the hand, he takes out the leg. Too much of the samskar. Why this happens? Because here we deal everything with love. Beta, you should not do like that. Nobody will listen. It is said, Singapore is a fine country. For everything there is a fine. So if you jump the red light, you are given a fine, not only in terms of dollars, but canes. 10 canes. And they are so considerate. They don't want to destroy your clothes. So they take them. And out of 10, after 3, if you collapse, very considerate. They pack you, send to the hospital, we say, no, 7 balance. Who will jump the light? See, friends. Therefore, when this I is to be taken care of, it has to be under the rod of fear. And then he said, if you do this thing, you will go to hell. If you do this thing, you will go to heaven. See? And thus, the next strategy on the spiritual path, as told by Mahabharata, is come to recognize that the embodied is someone other than the body. See, friends, it is here most of us get confused. Only little bit of understanding is enough. When we are living, suppose now as I am talking, my lips are not talking. There is somebody behind the lips. And if you are hearing, then your ears are not hearing. Somebody behind the ears is hearing. So we are interacting not body to body, but embodied to embodied. See friends. Then the next question comes, who is this embodied? What is called in English as soul and Hindi or Sanskrit as jiva. Spelling you can use whichever you like. Like there is one soul per shoe, in the same manner, there is one soul per body. It is here, the Karma Kanda, the Yoga Shastra, they get lost only in this. It is here, Bhagavan Krishna very clearly gives us this direction. Friends, the purpose of bringing our attention to the embodied is to get rid of the limitations of the body. Not for sending us to the hell or the heaven. That is not the purpose. And then the question comes that if I am the embodied, the soul, what is the definition of this soul? See? Whenever something unknown is indicated, it is indicated by X, isn't it? He is the ex-prime minister. No prime minister. Who knows? He is the ex-governor. Similarly, we have to establish the value of X. So embodied, when we say, what is the value of this embodied? He is very attentive. Is it a individuality or a manifestation? Is it a jiva or it is jiva na? No is not. Be very attentive. This is from the 13th chapter of Gita. Kshetrajnam chapi mam niti sarva kshetreshu bharata. Bhagavan says, Arjuna, it is one reality which is pulsating in and through the total manifestation. Manifestation is not what is manifested. Like light is totally absent in electricity. In the same manner, this absolute has to be discovered. When up to this point Arjuna comes, he has become sufficiently cool. Now he is no more a confused, confounded person. How can I find this God, etc., etc. And toward the end, when Bhagavan comes, there also he very clearly tells, Vimrushya eda asheshena yadhechati tadhavu. Hey Arjuna, all that is to be told, I have told you. Now, you interact properly and do what you have to do. I am not going to take decision for you. This is one of the most important strategies of life. Never take decision for others. But who are Indians? Indians are those who are expert in somebody else's job, not there. The Indians are those who can advise anybody on any issue. Indians are those who can take decision for anybody. In every household in the Indian family, there is vigilance officer. Retired people at home, they have nothing to do. And suppose the boy comes late or girl comes late, she all the vigilance is going on CBI. And then, Babu, I think we should get our granddaughter married. Why you decide about her? No, because she is standing near the window. Then she should have jump out of the window. If this is get her married, then what will happen? Then everything will be over. See friends. Therefore, yadhechasi tatha kuru. This is one of the most important decision-making technique. Never take decision. This is what all our politicians do. For any issue, there will be committee. And what is the committee? Come and eat. Committee is a group of people who are not committed individually for the betterment meditation, and collectively they decide that Parasparam Bhavayanta Ashreya Param. Why we should be alone, we eat together. And their principles are very simple. Theft is not a crime unless you are caught. So keep on doing. When this technique is applied in your own life, then we have learned the strategy of managing life in all relationships. Now going further. We all have to relate ourselves with different strata in our life. And this is also very clearly established in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Mahabharata. When we have to relate ourselves with the elders, there is only one technique, no second technique. Where the elders only serve. Never try to teach or improve elders. Because God has failed. And when you serve, you are very related, not those who are served. Because the atmosphere of service in your own heart gives you real peace and fulfillment. A very simple strategy, try. Those who are contemporary, our age groups, be friendly with everyone. Don't be a friend to a friend. When you are friendly with everyone, you accept the people very lightly and delete them very heavily. Don't hang around people in this world. One of the technique is this, This technique I learned from Bhagavan Krishna. If you study his life, he has never gone back anywhere. In his life, there was never a reverse way. See, he came from Gokul, then to Vrindavan, then to Mathura, and then to New Delhi. He never went back. See? In the same manner, don't go back. When you are here, be here 100%. When you go completely. See? Don't leave here anything. Go completely. When this technique is followed, we learn the art of revealing always 100%. And whenever we are 100% available, that experience is called as God realization. Because what is God? God is infinite. Bliss. Infinite is that which doesn't have fractions. So whenever we are 100% in anything that we do, and this was the beauty of Bhagavan's Krishna's life. And when this strategy is followed, that wherever we have to live 100%. So if you are eating, enjoy every bite. In somebody's house as my professional requirement, I went for food. And me and that poor husband were sitting together and eating food. What are you? It was the truth. So we are sitting and we are taking food. I said, Mama, give me a little salt, less salt in this thing. So she gave. Then Swami, you at least ask for salt, but my husband never asks anything. Whatever I give, he just eats like that. I said, look here. I enjoy every moment of my life. I am not a buffalo to just eat whatever I want. You are looking at me and say, yes. See? Once you start this simple technique, you have learned all the required strategy to be happy in life. Whatever you do, be fully aware. और कंडीशन इज एक नदी के टुकड़े 1000 हुए, कोई कहाँ गिरा, कोई कहाँ मिला. 100% presence, that is living in God. See, friends, when you start doing this thing, then you will understand life is extremely light. In life there is neither failure nor success, neither gain nor loss, neither achievement nor failure. Nothing is there. Only life is. See? Success, failure, this mathematic comes when Jiva na is mistaken as Jiva. When manifestation is mistaken as individuality. We are not individuals. We are life. Live as a life, not as an individual. See? Like the light. Light is equal to life and bulb is equal to individuality. So when one bulb becomes fused, nothing happens to the light. In the same manner, when from here the light becomes fused, nothing happens, you will suffer, I will enjoy. Come to discover this. It is for this purpose, all the stories and everything that is said in Mahabharata is only planning your life in such a manner that we are able to interact with the given situation to be always victorious. And what is the victory? Only one victory. You are at peace with yourself. Prasade sarvadukhanam hanirasya upajayate prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi pariyavadishyate. Take life as prasad. How we take the life as prasad? When we go to some temple and you reach there with great difficulty and you go there and the Pandit is distributing prasad and you also get, you feel, oh how lucky I am, I came, I got prasad. So prasad when we get, what is our attitude? First we feel blessed. Second thing we don't reject. Third thing we don't compare. Fourth thing we don't want to improve the prasad. Suppose you go to Gurudwara, they give nice, halwa. Pura half very and then they give so much of halwa, you don't say, Pura achari. You don't improve the prasad in the same manner. Accept the situations in life as they come. You will be never miserable. So the ball is in your court. Because you have to have and this is the simplest way. And once you take this as your spiritual practice, don't get lost into sitting in a most unenvious posture. Then Padmasana. And then Sapana. You feel Padmasana as you are sitting for meditation for 3 yugas. And then you look into the world. Oh, will it be? Similarly, don't get lost into pumping the air. And then you forget. You will see the back. And then don't go on bring, take the mala and then Ram, 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 Bhagavan gets, because the most miserable God in the world is Ram. Everybody keeps on chanting, he says Ram, 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 Ram. He says, what do you want? But we are not listening to him. Ram, Ram, Ram. He said, no, what do you want? Ram, Ram. That is the reason why Rama has Hanuman. So when Bhagavan sees this fellow is a gone case, Hanuman is true. But Bhagavan is very smart. You want talking, he doesn't listen, he is playing his flute. Like we talk, we don't listen in the same channel. Once you take this attitude, all your spiritual life is Prasade sarvadukhanam hanirasya upajayate prasanna chetaso yasho buddhi pariyavadishyate. He who is cheerful and happy, he alone can think of God. Imagine a person with root canal. He sits for meditation. meditation. What will be meditation? What is this mudra? This is transcendental meditation. A miserable person can never think of God. Even if God comes in front of him, he will say, "Vera do khada." Therefore, all this strategy that we have to practice in life is only one. Follow Bhagavan's direction. If you see his life, the miseries, the problems that he had in his life, we can't even think of. Right from childhood, everybody was after his life. Right from Putana onwards. Majority of them were ladies. How do you say like that? 16,100. One man told me, you all the time call Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna. How do you call him Bhagavan Krishna? I said, very angry. He married so many wives. I asked him, are you married? Yes. Could you make your one wife happy? Swami, it is impossible. Then I told him, he made all of them happy. There was not a single complaint from any wife against Bhagavan Krishna. Only Bhagavan can do that. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna was Bhagavan. Therefore, this is the ultimate strategy in maintaining relations with the world. Remain careful and happy. For example, you have to deal with mother. Woman as a mother is the best, no doubt. Then you have to deal with the wife. Wife, woman as a wife is, I don't know. In my anubhav, this is not there. Maybe that is why I am happy. Then the same woman as the mother-in-law of a son-in-law. She is better than the mother. Do you know why? It is not out of goodness for the son-in-law, but the sympathy of each other. Yes, we will. Therefore, the mother and the mother-in-law of the son-in-law is better than the mother. And the same lady, the mother-in-law of a daughter-in-law, Bhadravali Mahabharat. Now imagine, as a woman you are happy, as a wife you are happy. This is just an example. As a woman you are happy, as a wife you are happy, as a mother you are happy, as a first mother-in-law you are happy, as a second mother-in-law you are happy. You will be a creative force. A happy person can never be destructive. Never. This is what all the strategy our scriptures tell us. Remain careful and happy under all conditions. Bhagavad Gita, ultimate words. Brahma bhuta prasanna atma na shotati na kamshati samaha sarveshu bhuteshu man bhaktim lavate param. Brahma bhuta, the one who is abiding, endured with the divine, prasanna atma. The first symptom is he is ever careful and happy. It happened in Calcutta many years before. One brigadier came to meet me. I was in the next room, and there was one old man who was in charge of that place. So when this brigadier came, and he started talking to the brigadier and his wife, blah blah blah. All Vedanta he was talking. And afterwards he said, I have come to meet so and so. I have heard, but he was, we were together when we were in class 1. So I have heard he has become a Babaji. So I think, oh, he is in the next room. So for 1.5 hours, 80 not out, what badly. And then he called me. I said, excuse me, I don't recognize you. Then he told and we recognized each other. I said, come on, let's have a talk. He said, no, I got no time, I have to go. When we were going down, he asked me, have you studied the same thing what this old man has studied, Vedanta? I said, yes. I take a vow never to study Vedanta. Because I have seen the reality what is. In the same manner, if you are a student of Bhagavad Gita and if you become miserable, you will be an ideal from the people not to study Bhagavad Gita. You have lost your freedom to be miserable. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna. And what is the Prasannatma? Cheerful. Cheerful doesn't mean all the time, what happened to Prasannatma? That is not the meaning. Prasannatma means not shortcutting. Don't bring your dead past. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. We only have no future. And youngsters have all the future. So no shortcutting. Then no Kamshati. Don't go on imagining, projecting the impossible problems and try to solve them. See? As a result, Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu, you will remain equanimous. Sarveshu Bhuteshu, you are equanimous with everything and being. This is called as living in God. See? Very simple technique. Therefore, this is the ultimate what Mahabharat or Bhagavad Gita tells us. And when we start living this knowledge in our life, then you will see we will never have relational problems. Wherever there are relational problems, we are going wrong. Please understand this. Others can never go wrong. How it is possible? Suppose you are miserable because of your mother-in-law. One example will make it clear. Once, one man came to me, and he was a husband. And he said, Swami, I am better because if I don't know what should I do, what sin I have done in the last life, I got such a terrible. No, I am Swami. So I handle this case in 2 ways. First, as a Swami. Look here, my friend. Husband is a common noun. It is not a problem. Therefore, it is a common problem. There is a common problem. There is no solution. There is no government. There is no solution. Because what is government? The government by the people, for the people, all the people. Therefore, if you are miserable and you are husband, it is natural. It is nothing abnormal. If you are not miserable because of your wife, then there is something wrong. So she must be busy with somebody else. If she is doubting you all the time, then it is called as love. Then it would be miserable. So, do you mean somebody that every husband is miserable? Yes, you don't have the experience. You have only one experience that you are your husband. I know all the husbands in the world. Not a single one is happy. Then I am a Swami, because I brought him out of the misery of being a husband. So the same case I handle the second way. He says, Swamiji, I am very miserable because of my wife. I said, I am always miserable, I don't have a wife. Will you call me a Swami? See, friends, in the same manner, if you have studied Bhagavad Gita, and after studying Bhagavad Gita, if you continue to be miserable, you are doing a great harm. See, friends, we have no business. We have lost our freedom to be miserable. Somehow love everyone. There is only one technique. See something great, something good in that person. Try. There is nothing in this world which does not have one good quality. There is one shloka in Sanskrit which says that there is not a single plant which does not have a medicinal value, at least one medicinal value. There is not a single word which does not have the value of a mantra, potency. There is not a single person who doesn't have a single good quality. It is not possible. Prayutta tattva. Only we are not able to recognize the greatness of the people, and therefore the relation becomes strained. See the positive aspect and grow wise. This is the way. There is no other way. And this is what you see in ultimately in Bhagavan Krishna's life. When Parikshit was still born, that time Bhagavan Krishna was approached by Uttara, Parikshit's mother, and she said, "Oh Lord, you only can endure this child, or else our whole clan will be erased." That time Bhagavan Krishna says, if I have equanimity towards everything, everybody in the world, including Pandavas and Kauravas, if I have equanimity, on the strength of this equanimity, this dead child will be enlivened, and he becomes enlivened. Friends, can we say that we are equanimous towards everything and being? Therefore, don't take it lightly that equanimity of mind is an ordinary spiritual practice. No. See, Vidya Vire Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuri Jaiva Shvapakeja Panditaha Samadachinaha Ihaiva Taihi Jitaha Saranaha Yesham Samya Sthitam Manaha Nirdoshami Samam Brahma Tasmate Brahmani Sthita. Those who maintain equanimity, they are in tune with the divine. So the strategy in relationship should be interact outside, but see the result inside, that whether our mind is equanimous or not. If the mind remains equanimous, we are going the right way. If the mind is reacting, if we are frustrated, angry, dejected, we are going the wrong way. Correct yourself and be happy. So